Well, you definitely kind of hear the birds.
The birds?
Yeah, but it's not terrible.
Maybe people like birds.
Alright.
Man, some of them shit on my car.
Yeah, it was funny. You're talking about on the phone. You're like, you have to be positive. Have a positive day. Think about things positively. And right as you said that, a bird shit on my windshield right in the middle of it.
Well, you have to think positively. At least it was just one bird and not an army. You know what I mean? Like a end of days amount of shit. Can you imagine? So much shit. You
That's
drown.
what I was on my way to do.
Oh yeah. We're both door dashing. We do this. We dash and we keep each other
Company.
like informed. And yeah, you told me you had to perform.
I had to make.
Yeah, like Bobby Hill says.
I needed to make.
You had to perform a deuce.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And you're like, you want me to mute you? And you always say that. And I'm like, just hang up. Is it okay if can we just call back? I mean, I'm still.
I want the moral support.
And you want me to.
I've been pooping alone my whole life.
So you want me to keep talking to you?
I want you to talk me through it.
While you're muted.
Tell me I'm going to be okay.
Lie to you, basically.
Yeah, I'm not going to be okay.
And so I'm like, just call me back. And then I gave you, I think, an hour. And I'm like, well whenever we're not talking.
I texted you.
Yeah. Well, whenever we're not talking.
Yeah.
I'm, doing other stuff, like, as far as just, like, listening to my dumb, boring shit.
Yeah.
Random true
Red
crime.
Bar is mad at every comedian ever born. Fucking.
Random true. Don't tell anyone I listen to him.
Alright. He doesn't listen to Red Bar, never. I just happen to know who it is.
A lot of true crime. A lot of, which is sometimes stand-up, if you really watch bad stand-up.
Yeah, this is truly a crime.
But
wouldn't that be great if you could have comedians arrested for being bad enough?
Well,
like Lenny they Bruce, go on probation.
Lenny Bruce, right? That's his name.
I don't know who that is.
He was like one of the first comics like that. It's like modern comedy, the way that we do it, saying like real shit.
Yeah, real trap shit.
They arrested him for obscenity, for using foul language in public.
Well, I don't want that, but I think if you have a foul enough set,
yeah,
they should. But it shouldn't be like okay. It's like you don't immediately go to jail.
Okay.
But if it keeps happening, because it's like you can have one bad set, like that happens, and it's like they come and they give you like a warning.
They give you a ticket, maybe. Oh, just a warning.
A warning, right? Yeah. Because you can have one bad set. That's fair. But
like on the Apollo, like the Sandman would come in and take you off.
And there's like evidence where they're like, all right, but every other comedian did great on this show. It was a hot crowd. Yeah. Obviously, you're guilty. and then there's a ticket. If it continues, and then from there, it's like you could get like community service. You have to go pick up trash on the side of the road because you made a 9/11 joke that was really bad.
And you gotta dress up like a clown while you do it, so people know why you're doing it.
Yeah, you have to wear a clown outfit, and then after that, you can go to jail, and then there's like probation. Like you're not allowed to. They blood test you to see if you've been doing open mics.
They can tell. I think it'd be easier to just. Comics throw each other under the bus. They just have to ask someone else at the mic. Was Fuckface Always Bombs on this? Yeah.
No, okay, here's what they do. They take you in for a lie detector test, and they're like, have you been going to open mics? And you're like, no. And then they're like, that was a fucking lie. Yeah, the thing.
But I gave you what I thought was enough time.
If I was taking a lie detector test, I'd just put it on my hips.
Because you are slight?
Because hips don't lie, motherfucker.
Oh.
I can't believe you didn't get that. You have a Shakira joke in your set.
I know, but I mean, you talk about your body so much. I thought you were making fun of your butt.
Alright, anyways.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
I thought that you meant that if you put on your hips that because there isn't enough movement or something, that the polygraph wouldn't pick it up.
Anyways, you gave me an hour to shit.
Yeah. Well, then I'm like, I'll call her back, see what's up.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hopefully, still having shit in like an hour. Yeah. It's amazing.
I can hold it.
You have
anxiety.
I think it's well, not just anxiety. No, the fact to have an hour's worth of having to, because when you had to shit, I thought it was an emergency.
It was at that moment. I was having the contractions, but the thing about having to shit, is that it comes in waves. So there'll be like a 2-minute period where I'm like, oh, and then that goes away, and then I'm like, all right, I'm chilling, and then I'm like, oh, the baby's coming, and then it goes away for a little bit. So it's kind of
okay. That's because some gas usually can escape, and then it's like because that's the pressure. It's always the pressure is the gas. So as long as you can execute a
fart,
right? Well,
emission,
the perfect kind of fart, the perfect fart.
Yeah.
Remember that movie where everyone dies at the end? Perfect Storm. You never seen?
No, of course
but the reference is.
I've seen Twister. Is it different?
Yeah, it's not. Perfect Storm is a good movie. It's like a good movie. It's like a good film.
Are you implying that Twister is not a good film?
No, Twister. It's a good I believe that who was it? I think KFC had some Twisters at one point that were kind of good, and then at a carnival, the Twister could be a good ride, but the film is always it's dog shit, and I like it.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me of when I was 10 and I thought it was cool. I thought Dusty was cool.
Ugh.
Philip Seymour Hoffman's character.
Dusty was the worst one.
I didn't get that he was in that girl's ear being like, the suck zone.
Yeah, he's fucking weird.
And I didn't, as a 10-year-old, I didn't know
that's fucking creepy.
No, as a 10-year-old, you don't know.
You were a little creep.
What?
Little fucking creep. Speaking of little creeps.
What?
Hasbulla.
Okay, so
I know everyone's been waiting to hear our thoughts on this.
Man,
because we have a whole episode called Hasbussy.
I'm shocked. Who knew that he was gonna get canceled for beating the pussy up?
I always knew he was a little sack of shit.
But yeah, he's twisted the cat's ear. Beautiful cat, little cutie.
Yeah.
Twisted the cat's ear. Even angry, the cat looks cute.
I mean, yeah, cats are cute.
And then he gave her like a haymaker.
Yeah.
Overhand right.
Yeah.
He watches way too much MMA.
He should be.
I think they should force him to be the cat of a bigger person. Yeah. So we dress him up like the cat, and then and then twist his ear and hit him.
I think we should feed him to a tiger.
Yeah. I think he should have to become the official basketball of the NBA.
He's almost regulation size.
Yeah. I don't know if he could make it through a whole season. Also, he can't be in every game. How many games there are every day?
I think they should use him as a shot put.
But like I was saying,
I agree with Conor McGregor. I would love to punt that little gimp over a goalpost.
Well, out of all humans, he is one of the only adults that I think you could kick and get the effect on the ball, like bend it like Beckham. Like you could actually have that happen, and the goalie would be like, trying to stop it, and he's tricked by the flight of the bulla,
What if you stubbed your dick and you went like that to your dick, and then you go to the doctor like you've been to like Beckham?
And be like, what? Old reference. That movie's 25 years old.
What movie?
Bend It Like Beckham. It was a movie.
Men That Like Beckham?
Bend It Like Beckham.
Oh, okay.
Men That Like Beckham.
I was like, they made a movie about that?
That's all men. All men. Straight men.
Yeah.
But that's like the one that
we're what about Ryan Reynolds? I've always heard Ryan Reynolds is the one that is the one for all men.
Not me.
Not you. So, David Beckham?
David Beckham is international.
You would suck his dick?
No. No.
What do you mean you like him then?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Would you let him suck your dick?
No, nothing like that.
You wouldn't let David Beckham suck your dick?
So no, I wouldn't. No. No.
For the clout?
No. So for me, it's gay, but it's like it's not. I want to hang out with these men.
Let your dick hang out in his mouth.
Like it would be cool to have David Beckham as like a friend type of thing.
That's not gay. You're like, men like him. That's every man's pass to being gay. And I'm like, would you fuck him? And you're like, no. And I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
I guess I just mean that it's like I would want to hang out with him.
Yeah.
And part of it's because he's handsome, which is gay, right?
I mean, yeah, but that's
normally
not
people
gay.
aren't like friends with people because they're handsome.
People do have whether you're gay or straight, you do have attractive people draw you in, regardless of if you're actually like wanting to fuck them. If you're hanging out with two girls,
one cup.
All right, shut up. If you're hanging out with two dudes and one of them is like super hot and the other one, they have the same personality, same everything. It wouldn't happen, but same personality. They're both funny, they're both smart, they're both cool to talk to.
Yeah.
One looks like a fucking like Elephant Man, and the other one looks like fucking Ryan Gosling or whatever. Like, you would hang out with the handsome one because just by effect, you're gonna have more women around you. You're gonna be treated better wherever you go.
And for girls, it's the opposite. Definitely, women want to hang out with the elephant woman because when it comes down to it, they get to be the hot one.
Yeah.
Women are so shitty, man. The fact that if you're best friends with a woman.
Okay, can I say though? Women are shitty as a result of their environment. It's because they're pitted against each other, and it's because when there are subreddits dedicated to like which girl in this photo is the prettiest.
Okay, yeah.
And shit like that.
Women are shitty in this particular scenario because men are shitty.
Yes.
But still, you can't.
If we weren't objectified as only like things to look at, it wouldn't be such a priority.
Like, it's not your fault, but you're still shitty.
Yeah.
In this particular, I'm not saying in general. I'm just saying that women, when it comes to friends, the fact that how women will choose a friend because they're
like
ugly.
those women you saw the other day.
That's different.
Well, that's the thing. Women will choose a friend if they're ugly or pretty based on nothing but that.
I think it's if they're ugly or if they're like pretty at the same level as them.
Yeah.
But not like prettier than them.
Yeah. Yeah, because all those women were on the same level that you saw. It was how many women?
6 or 7.
All wearing the same dress but different colors.
Different like colors.
Eating ice cream.
Yeah.
Walking around downtown Austin looking miserable.
Yeah. Really.
Just fucking.
Just like that one meme of that like black girl who's just like.
Yeah.
That's what they all had that vibe of.
Yeah.
Like.
Because they're not happy with each other. Because they're all with each other because they're a matching set.
You know how stupid men would. Well, actually, men do that too.
Yeah. For sure. Everybody does it. People are shallow.
Yeah, I guess, but usually men do it, and it's like, well, we have different shorts, but we all have different polos, but it's basically the same uniform. But like the dress was the exact same dress, so it was like very pronounced, obviously, what they were going for.
The thing is it's like, I think it's really only a phenomena among middle and upper class women do it. Yeah. But I think poor people, we don't have time for that shit. We're just like, I need somebody cool to hang out with, you know?
You're poor?
Have you seen my bank account?
No.
I'm poor.
Well, look at this neighborhood. We live in this neighborhood.
Yeah, at an Airbnb.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, yes, I am poor. I'm not saying you are.
But.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is it as a poor person making it in America?
Sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's an example of one of your struggles as a poor person in this
I need
country?
Therapy.
And you can't have it.
I can't get it.
That's everything. Everyone has that problem. No, but that's a great example of it's not just poor people that have to settle for not getting health insurance.
I mean, yeah, middle class people too.
Yeah, it's a serious issue for.
I guess when I say poor, I just mean not rich.
Okay. Yeah. Not.
I'm definitely not I'm not broke. I'm poor, but I'm not broke. You know.
Yeah, I think you're like average.
Yeah, I don't have any
what's
savings.
What's shitty though is that the average people don't have savings.
Yeah.
Average people like.
I live
unless
paycheck
you
to
don't
paycheck.
have insurance with your job, the average person doesn't have insurance either.
Yeah. I mean, I have insurance with my parents, but even with insurance, I can't afford the co-pays for therapy, the co-pays for a psychiatrist, the co-pay for medication.
Yeah.
The time that it takes to do all of that. I would go to my psychiatrist appointments. I'd be in the waiting room for 1 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of time.
I think for me, it's not just it's they can't afford it. It's more that I don't want to pay that much to get this service, which I feel like isn't worth what they charge.
And so the other thing is that
you could afford it if you really needed to. It's like you can afford a car payment, which is way more than your insurance.
But I need a car to work.
Right. And so it's like, do you need therapy? Right? People say you need therapy, right? But you don't need it the same way you need your car.
Yeah, I don't immediately need it. Now, it does damage my relationships, and it's very bad, but I can function without it. So if I can function without it, I need to put my money in the things that I need to function immediately. I need a car to get around. I need
food,
clothes, food. I mean, you buy most of the food, but my phone bill, my car insurance, everything like. But yeah, and it's like for therapy. The other thing is that it's such like a touch and go thing where it's like so many therapists just fucking suck.
Yeah.
And like a therapist to get anything done, you have to have a good like vibe with them. You know, you have to, because I think the last time I did therapy when I was like 16, my parents put me in it for like 2 months, and then they're like, "You're better, right?" And I was like, "It's not antibiotics, motherfucker. Like you don't just do a round and then you're fine." But like after the first session with that therapist, I told them, I was like, I don't know, I don't really like vibe with her. I feel like she's kind of dumb. Like I don't really click with this therapist, and they're like, "We're not going somewhere else." And so I had to stick with that one. But like ideally, and same thing with medication, it's all trial and error. So it's, does this medication work for you? No. Okay, try this one. Okay, no. Okay, try this one. Same thing with therapists. I don't want to fucking go through all that and pay money that I don't have.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's really what it is. It's not just that you can't afford it. You can't afford, like the only people that can really afford to do it the right way, which would be to like try out different therapists, find the one that works the best, and then be able to pay for all the sessions.
Yeah.
And who knows if it'll ever end? So it's like weekly for the rest of your life type of thing.
Yeah.
Like to say you can, yeah, we can afford maybe one appointment.
Yeah.
But we can't afford a lifetime of therapy.
Yeah.
And I would say that a great majority of people can't afford a lifetime of therapy.
Yeah, no.
So it's not just poor people. It's like everyone. I mean, unless you're like rich, unless money isn't an issue, an object at all.
Yeah.
I don't see how you can afford. You have to have so much money that it doesn't phase you that you're blowing thousands of dollars
to talk to this conversation prostitute.
Yeah. You know.
I don't know. It just it sucks, but also I'm fine.
Why were you bringing up being poor?
I think poor people are less about the image of
what
friends they have, because
image,
like celebrities will date other celebrities just because like the optics of it. It's like, oh, we look good together. People are gonna talk about it. I'm famous. You're famous. This and that. Same thing with hanging out with each other, and not even just famous people, but like, I mean, if you looked at a rich person's Instagram, you never see them with an ugly motherfucker.
Yeah.
Unless it's their kid. But like if it's, it's like rich people hang out with other attractive rich people, and they want to look good on their Instagram, they want to look good on Facebook. It's all about the optics of it. Like normal poor middle class people, they don't care as much about that.
About Instagram and stuff? I mean, yeah, they don't care at all about it.
Yeah.
Most of America doesn't even have a profile picture on their fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just like some random sunset or like a dog or a puppy or
the Taj Mahal or some shit.
Just something that they can blame. No, it's not me that's racist. It's this parakeet.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think you're fat. My dog does.
You know someone's got bad opinions when they won't show their face.
Yeah, always. Yeah. Every hateful comment like I've gotten has been from no profile picture, no post, private account.
You should start video chatting them immediately after they talk some shit.
Yeah.
Just like call them and be like, "Say it to my face, motherfucker. Yeah. Let's do this. FaceTime."
Yeah.
What do you say? Never. They would never.
Yeah, no, they would never pick up.
You know what they'd probably do? They'd be like, "Well, no, but now I'm such a fan of you." Know, like these people that hate usually, they're like a couple. There was this one time at a show in New Mexico that I made fun of people who smoked weed, which I'm one of, but like I just made fun of being a stoner.
Was it the wake and bake thing?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And after the show, this lady was like crying, saying that I was like judging people for smoking weed when she uses it for like pain relief and like some type of therapeutic, you know. I was like, it's just a joke. I don't fucking really judge people like that. I don't care.
Yeah.
And then she was like, okay, well, do you want to smoke? And
oh my god, yeah.
And then she gave us we stayed at her house, me and the other comedian.
That's wild.
Yeah, we slept at her house and smoked weed the whole weekend, or the whole night, whatever.
More in the mic.
Yeah, and it was just like how close she was from crying, angry, upset with me to okay, well, want to be friends.
Yeah.
And I feel like these people, they're like lonely on the internet, and they're like so close to just if you would just give them a little attention, they'd be like, "I'm sorry for being so rude. I actually am just I just don't know how to." What they really want to say is,
"My
"I don't."
mom died. It's like fuck you.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
And her.
I'm going through a tough time. I'm going through a tough time, motherfucker. And you just made it tougher.
It's fucking kindergartners and pushing a girl down because you want them to play with you.
Yeah, grow up.
Yeah.
Grow the fuck up. All these comments on the short, which also, thank you to all the new subscribers that came from the short. Thank you. But also, fuck. No. Just the ones that, like, okay, so the ones that are just the comments that are just pure hate, it's like, okay, you're unfulfilled, you don't get pussy, you're probably ugly. Like, whatever. Even outside of physical appearance, you're probably just a lonely, sad person.
You know what it is a lot, though, too? It's not just that they don't get pussy. It's that they want dick and they can't even.
That's true. They're probably gay. They're probably fat and ugly and gay. And you know what? That's their issue. And they're leaving hateful stuff. That doesn't bug me, I think, as much as the ones that come and they're like, this girl's really funny, but she's fat. And it's like, why do you need to neg me? Just say I'm funny. Why does it bother you so much to just pay someone a compliment without, like, adding a qualifier to it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like because men are so scared. We've been in it's a lot of these remember the dude that was used to be these guys who would like teach you how to get women. What are these called?
Pickup artists.
Pickup artists, right? And his whole thing was like never compliment a woman.
Yeah.
Never put her on a pedestal because now she's above you and she would never go for you because she thinks she's better than you.
Yeah.
So men think that they have to qualify their compliments and bring you down so that way you don't think you're better than them.
Yeah.
And it's like
it doesn't work. First of all, it might work on dumb women, possibly. Sure. Yeah, maybe.
But in this scenario,
in this scenario, whenever you say shit like that, it makes me want to kill you.
Well, just the fact that they're speaking to you because you're a woman, they're speaking to you like I'm a man, you're a woman. Like there's any chance of
anything.
Like the dynamic is a single man and a single woman, and it's like a courting thing. It's like you commenting on a YouTube video. I'm a person who does comedy, so either you like it and tell me you like it, or if you don't like it,
that's fine.
It'd be better if you just move on. You don't have to say anything.
I don't expect everyone to like my shit. Obviously not.
Yeah.
I barely like it sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you don't like it, scroll the fuck on. You know what it is, though? Because whenever I see a reel or anything that I hate, I turn to you, and I'm like, this guy fucking sucks.
Right.
This is awful. And I talk to a person.
Yeah, they have nobody.
And then I scroll on. They have nobody to say that to.
They need to get together and tell each other these things.
Make a fucking Discord, faggots.
Yeah.
You know? Just fucking make a group chat about how much you hate me so I don't have to see it. That'd be kind of tight. If I found out there's like group chats out there about how much people hate me, great.
You're just not hateable enough for it. It's just guys. To me, it's always men.
It's always
very rarely women.
I've never seen a woman comment negatively on my stuff. I've never.
So it's these men, and it's this energy that they're giving off of like pent up boner. You know what I mean? Like it's this energy of starving. It's like
they have blue balls and they become so angry they're like red balls now. Ooh. They're just so full of fucking hate.
Jeez, how do you get to red on the spectrum of colors?
Purple, blue, purple, red.
Okay, well then, so they're getting, but I'm thinking like blue flame, right? Is like so like, it's all right. I don't know. I feel like.
All right, Hank Hill.
I feel like if you're squeezing your nuts, they get red, and then they get blue after red. I feel like so. I think for them to get back to red,
the traditional.
I think they're like black.
Black balls. Let me say, most people with black balls like me. Yeah.
But it's like,
should I just change my stage name to Chubby Morgan, you think?
It'd be funny. No, because actual chubby women would get mad at you because you're not chubby enough.
I am chubby. No. Don't invalidate my chubbiness.
No, you're I don't know, man. I mean, maybe, but
I think that your scale for fat and chubby is definitely a little bit skewed.
absolutely.
Because I'll see one, I'm like, oh yeah, she's pudgy, and you're like, she's a stick, and I'm like, what the fuck? She's definitely like, she's got meat on her, and you're like, she's average, and I'm like, what? Like, I don't know. Your
You're white,
average
and
is
I'm black.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, that works for me. It's like nice that you like big bitches, but yeah. But also, I'm skewed too. It's definitely different, like among races. Because, like I said, whenever I was like had my eating disorder and everything, and I was like really sick and thin, white people complimented me all across the board. White people were like, "You look great. Keep at it. You look so good." And then like all the Hispanic and black people I worked with were like, "Are you sick? What's wrong? Are you on drugs?"
And something was wrong.
Yeah, they were right. They were absolutely right. I was doing horribly. I was about to faint most of the time.
Yeah.
But white people will be like, "You look so good."
It's this upper class thing where it's like, it's almost when you're poor, in like India, for example, poor country, you have money, you can eat, so you look like you're well fed. That's good.
It's because of the food in America. Cheap food is worse for you and makes you fat. McDonald's makes you fat.
Yeah.
Obviously. But yeah, and then the only people that can afford healthy food, whole food, organic food are rich people.
But like you weren't eating at all.
No.
So it's almost like they're like complimenting you for having the willpower to not eat.
That's what it is. That's another thing. People view thinness as a kind of willpower, moral superiority thing where it's like, oh, you're abstaining. You're.
Yeah, I think any white girl, she's anorexic, she's not eating, she must be racist.
Why?
Because she needs a white dude. Just eat and then settle for I guess the lower class Hispanics and blacks that I don't want to have to date blacks and Hispanics. I'm not gonna eat so I can get the white man that I want.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to be thin enough to go into a black club and nobody even look at me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But
I think it looks definitely looks worse whenever I lose weight because I'm already so pale. I get very sickly. I'm like, it all goes from my limbs for some like gangly and shit. It's weird.
Yeah. You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
You know? You can just get a little like stronger. You don't need to wither away.
God, I want to though, man.
Really?
If I could take a pill that would just make me like 80 pounds, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have this sick obsession with being. What is your goal weight? 65.
My birth weight. I'm trying to get back down.
Yeah. It's definitely
6 pounds 9 ounces.
The anorexia is still in there. In your
head, you never fully.
Sure. You never really.
No, you never fully get over it. Yeah. For sure. You stop practicing it, but you still have the mindset and the fucking It's fun. It's great.
I'm hungry.
I know, me too. I'm starving right now.
I got guacamole for some reason.
Ooh, shit. I would fucking fuck up an avocado right now. Mm-hmm. Just fuck it.
Ooh, remember the way you were slicing those thin sliced avocados with the thin sliced
with
eggs
the salt?
in the salad? Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to go
salt and
shopping.
Avocado, nothing goes together better.
Yeah, salt and avocado is so good. When
I
found that out when I was on keto because sometimes I would just have an avocado for lunch.
Yeah.
And I like put salt on it and I was like, God damn! Where'd this come from?
That is such a white thing to. Holy shit! You put salt, it tastes better.
But you know what I mean? It's like such a difference with avocado. I was like, this tasted like wet grass before.
It brings out so many flavors.
Yeah. Same thing with
chocolate
avocado,
milk. Honestly.
Chocolate milk. Putting the salt in the chocolate milk, that really brings out the chocolate.
Wow.
Salt is important.
It's magic. It really is.
Yeah.
Magic.
I could see why they colonized whole countries for it.
For real. I mean, for spices is why America even exists.
Yeah.
Christopher Colombo, he was looking for some spicy curry.
Yeah.
And then he found Squanto. And then the rest is history.
What if he would have found Squatto?
Who's that?
He's He's a guy who does a lot of squats.
Oh, okay.
And then everybody in America would have giant quads. Nobody would miss leg day. They'd miss arm day.
Squatto is like Native American with huge quads.
He's like squat. He's like, how?
How am I lifting this much?
How? It's my form. But yeah.
Squatting bull.
yeah. Oh. Do you think you would make it as a Native American? You probably would. You don't mind being like nomadic and shit.
I like it, you know? I like being outside, feeling the wind, feeling it, listening to it ruin my podcast. I'm just really about
listening to the birds fucking
heckling
us.
Paint with all the colors of the lawnmower behind me, right?
Yeah.
Sound and the traffic.
Yeah. The weed whacker and the hedger are my brothers.
Yeah. The tic-tac-toe on the playground is my friend.
Yeah. We're at another playground. I don't know. I like it outside. I don't go outside very much.
Yeah, it's our little. Oh man, we just need some avocado, some guacamole would really complete this podcast. I feel like.
Yeah, just us, just our fucking fat faces stuffed with guacamole all over our face. But yeah, what else are we gonna talk about? Oh, booting your own car.
So yeah, I think this is a very.
So I was saying the other day that if you're parking somewhere where you think you might get towed, just put a boot on your own car. And they might, okay, so either they'll be like, oh, well, they've already been booted. My work here is done. Or they would know that it's not their shit, but they still can't tow you because it's booted. Unless they have a thing that fucking picks up the whole thing. But most of them just have the little crucifixion cross on the back that they fucking hook your car to.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it might work.
We wrote this down like we gotta start having topics to talk about on the show, okay? We're talking about like guacamole and nature.
Yeah.
Booting your own car.
Well, we had a lull.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the thing is, I feel like they would probably get so mad that you're doing that. They would go out of their way.
Yeah.
They would call the other tow truck guys like, "Yo, you wouldn't believe what I just saw."
Yeah.
Fucking booted their own shit. You boot all the tires.
Yeah.
It's like 4. Like, holy shit, this motherfucker got overkilled.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Damn. Oh wait, they're all different colors. What?
Yeah.
I don't think.
How do they get your car into neutral to tow it?
Yeah, it
Do they break into your car?
I believe that. Isn't it like if you lift the car up? I think as long as it's just the front tires that are stopped, and then
okay.
So if you lift the car up, you can drag the back tires.
I should know, but I don't know.
I believe that's it. But yeah, there's no way for them. They can't get into your car to like change it to neutral. I don't think they do that. I think I think that's why they have to lift it.
I think they're sacks of shit.
I mean, if it was in neutral, then they could just push it. You know, like they could just pull it without lifting it at all because it would be in neutral, and all the wheels would be operational. Yeah. So I think they leave it in park and they just lift it. Yeah.
Fuck tow trucks. If you drive a tow truck, you're going to hell. Thank you for listening, but you're going to hell. I'll see you fucking there.
There's something about like a huge parking lot and then seeing somebody get towed when there's like
70 open
spaces, and it's like something's wrong here.
Yeah. Capitalism.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong.
They should make more parking lots just like, okay, like let us park, but like make it easier to pay a decent amount, not like too much, but like, you know, like $1 or $2. Like if I want to leave my car in a gas station.
It's not fair that the whole city is car dependent and you have to pay for parking. It's not right. It's like, if you're gonna make me pay for parking, make public transportation more accessible.
Yeah.
Give me an option besides driving. I have to drive here. Like, you have to drive to fucking Austin. Like, to get downtown. If you live anywhere but downtown, you have to drive.
Yeah.
So why should I have to fucking pay to park?
Yeah.
In a city where it's not car dependent, like where you can walk places or take transportation or whatever, I get it. Like, okay, fine, that's fine, but you have to fucking drive.
Yeah. In Chicago, at the club in Rosemont, if you went to the club, you bought a ticket, or if you were on the show, they would validate your parking.
Yeah.
I feel like there's not a lot of validating parking.
I've never heard of that.
No?
In Texas? No, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, so in Texas, it's not a lot of validating parking, but like at Whole Foods, they'd be like, okay, if you buy something,
yeah,
then like when you leave, you just like scan your receipt or something, and then like you don't have to pay for parking.
Yeah, that makes sense to me because it's like, okay, well, you're parked here, you're getting something here.
Yeah.
You should be allowed to fucking park here.
Yeah, I guess that's not a thing in.
No, I've never heard of that in Texas. You know what's cool though? This is like a mostly Hispanic neighborhood.
Yeah.
So the lawns look great. I have not seen a fucking weed since we got here. All right.
Yeah, well, I saw some white people mowing them. It's completely backwards.
I like it.
No, it's not. But yeah, the lawns are really.
Like I haven't seen any overgrown lawns.
And I mean, the food trucks are delicious.
Oh, you mean in this town? Mm-hmm. I thought you meant in this neighborhood. I was like, where is there a food truck in this neighborhood? Could you tell me?
Yeah, right. We would already have ransacked.
I didn't check the backyard. Is it in the backyard?
No, but I guess in this area, I mean, I don't know. I've been to one and it was good.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about it.
It wasn't even that good. They just gave us so much.
My first piece of meat tasted old.
The thing is, food is kind of like titties, where if there's enough of it, it don't matter what it is. The quality does not matter if there's enough quantity. If the titty big enough, veins, whatever, that's a side effect.
No, that's art, you know?
Yeah.
But that's why they're green. Who doesn't like green? It's a beautiful color, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if Sam I am. I will eat some green eggs and ham.
But yeah, that meal that we had, it was a couple days ago. Those titties, man. They gave me those to-go boxes.
If that meal was a titty, it'd be like an F cup.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
The OnlyFans would be popping.
Could feed a village of babies.
Yeah, I mean, more milk than, how many boxes of cereal.
Actually, do you think, do big tits make more milk?
No, I don't think so.
No, right?
I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that the
glands,
fat meat is producing milk somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that if you have big fat titties,
hypothetically,
that you're healthier, so that you can produce more milk.
Yeah.
But it's not coming from the titties.
Yeah.
Not from the titty meat.
Everything else.
This is some good conversation. I like this. This is good. I like this.
Yeah. Tit talk. Yeah.
If you have big fat titties, like that is.
Yeah.
Just like imagine a scholarly dissertation.
I've been saying for a while. I think the whole baby formula shortage is because nobody has titties anymore.
Really, because ass is in?
Ass is in. Everybody is putting it all into ass. Nobody's got titties no more. And so, yeah, everybody, even, like, I don't know. Well, here's why. Because of natural selection, more men are choosing women with ass to reproduce with instead of women with tits to reproduce. So there's more ass babies. And then they grow up and they have ass. They don't have tits. And whenever they have kids, same thing. So nobody has tits anymore, so they can't feed their babies.
You think that it's a serious issue?
Nah, I'm just fucking around.
Oh yeah, I know that. It's like 100 years from now.
I'm just saying though, a fat ass can't feed your kids.
Yeah,
the OnlyFans maybe can, but
yeah, for real can. But think of like a dystopia in the future that it's all ass and no titties, and it's just babies are screaming, just starving, and it's just like this big fat ass mama can't.
Just fat ass little babies with dump trucks.
Baby guy have dump truck too.
Yeah, fucking diapers. They don't even sell the small sizes of diapers anymore. Even the preemies have fucking meat.
Comes out clapping, just right out, right out the womb. Just,
yeah.
The doctor spanks its ass and it just ripples for like
the doctor
30 seconds.
The doctor's like, this is the best shot.
There's a lot of movement back there.
What's all that movement back there? Whole lot of clapping.
That's why it's called a round of applause, though.
Yeah. Yeah. One time I told I said that fat ass titties line in my set, and like this woman in the front cheered super loud. I was like, hell yeah, give it up for these fat ass titties in the front. Clap your tips together, ma'am. Clap them together. She didn't do it, but that's the thing. Nobody cares if your titties can clap.
Well, they can't.
Yeah, they can.
Clap?
If I jumped.
Okay. I'm thinking more of like how would you be able to move your body in a way to get them?
They're not clapping together.
Right, they're clapping
up and down
on the canvas on the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah.
Okay. They're flopping.
Yeah. If you want to use a fucking unsexy word like flopping.
Yeah.
I like a girl with a nice big floppy ass.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a titty clap.
Yeah.
It should be more, mainstream.
Nobody cares about titties anymore. Titties are a lost art.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit.
I like
I
titties.
saw there's some conservative
I like
dude.
your boobies.
Thank you. I don't.
Anyway, let's move
but
on.
there's
You really don't like your tits?
Not a huge fan.
I know, but out of everything, don't you like your tits the most, probably?
I think I have nice wrists. No. Actually, I don't hate my hands. I think my hands are okay. They look like shit right now because I haven't redone my nails, but I have long nail beds, and the Asian ladies at the Walmart nail center always compliment them. So I feel like I have pretty decent hands.
Okay.
So that's probably my best body part for me personally is my hands.
Good lord. hate. I mean, you obviously have nice tits, though.
Thank you. Well, what was I saying? Oh yeah, there's some dude on Twitter that was saying that the reason everybody likes ass now is because the world is gay now. He was like, all the fluoride's making everyone gay, and that's why no ass has never been popular, and now ass is popular. It's
Ass
because
has
we're
never
all
been
fucking
popular?
gay, and it's like maybe ass has been popular for a while, just
Man.
not for white people.
Yeah, man, ass been popular, man.
Yeah, ass has been a thing.
I think it's just now that we're better fed now. I think that
I think part of it is that we're moving away from European beauty standards.
it's not European. It's American. It really is.
You see big fat asses in Europe?
Yeah. I've never been. But no, I really do think though that it's American. It's more American.
It is very American. The whole thinness is godliness and fucking all that.
And I don't even think it's. I think it's still like 60s to 90s, maybe early 2000s thing. But I really don't think that it's. Obviously, it's not that. Like the big like women that are like adored by everyone. They're not like anorexic. Like there was a time where like Kate Moss was like, oh, that's the hottest.
That's the hottest girl.
Or
Twiggy.
Yeah, just fist size asses.
Yeah.
No
fucking,
tits.
Who was that one bitch?
And Frank.
No, she was the bitch, but not her. Thinking of a different one. I can't think of the name right. Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Very thin. Angelina Jolie. Very thin. Some titty, but not anymore. But like if you look at her in like Girl Interrupted.
Yeah.
Like that time period, she was bone.
At least she's playing a mentally ill person though.
I mean, yeah, I'm saying in that time period, not just that specific movie. In that time.
We'll move on.
But she's thin and she has like boobs, but that's it. She never really had much of an ass. Now she's getting thicker.
Now you think she's getting thicker now?
Not right now, but she got bigger whenever it was more acceptable.
She had a bunch of kids.
Yeah, that's part of it. Wait, what? Did they adopt?
I think they also had some.
Okay, well, that's probably part of it. But I don't know. There was a while where all of the celebrities were like super thin. It's not so much a thing anymore. They are still pretty thin, but they're not as sick looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's anything to do with us being gayer or anything like
That's
that.
stupid.
We are definitely gayer, but it's not. That's not why. I think it has to do with white standards, white American standards, not being the only standards that anybody listens to anymore.
Right. People are be more inclusive. I mean, almost it's like back even
white men had to be put onto ass. It's like a good rapper. Where it's like, hey, have you heard this guy? No, I haven't. We'll check him out. And it's like, you know what? This is pretty good. I'm going to bump this in my free time.
Well, it's almost like even if you had a white girlfriend and they have a big ass, it's like, oh, she has like an African ass. She has like a black ass. Like, we're racist, white people. That's bad. It's almost like it's racist to not like big asses, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I got a French ass, small and hairy. No, it's not. It's not hairy on the outside.
Where's the? You got what, hair in the inside your ass?
Yeah, like a nose. No, not inside. Man, there's like.
Hear this, fellas? Hey, if you want to hit on Shelby in the comments, just compliment her on her inner ass hair, because that's really.
I condition it.
Yeah.
No, but it does, cause like I shave everything except for like the landing strip, but there's this one fucking ridge on my taint that I just can't get. It's so frustrating. But when I'm deep in thought, I can like stroke the hair like a beard, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah, you do have these hairs that you like really you cherish.
I have so I have this one hair there was a butt hair, ass.
Right? That was that one. Is it back?
I gotta check, but now I have something to do tonight. But
it's a really exciting nightlife that we have.
There's a few hairs on my body that just grow unrestricted, because like most body hair, it's like, all right, I'm gonna get to like 1.5 inches, and then I'm a chill out.
Yeah.
But then I just have a few hairs. Like there's one on my ass. I just found out there's one in the middle of my back. There's one on my thigh, and they'll get like that fucking long.
Yeah.
And I like them. They're my friends.
So where do I sit as far as like the ranking with like people that are important to you, as far as like
ass hair, back hair, leg hair, wrist hair. There's another one.
What about inner butt hair?
That was a bit. That's cap. I don't actually have it.
That's cap. Oh shit! We just became a trendy hip hop podcast real quick.
Anyways, you're about 17th.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
But
the hamburger helper glove.
Do you even know him?
Yeah, we chill.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
I don't need to tell you. Man, we really
I'm jealous.
People like, I know it's because they just like want to talk to me, but they're like, or like they'll tell me like, I'm in Austin, what is there to do? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. I'm here stroking my ass hair for an hour.
Recommend it. Like, hey, have you tried?
Have you tried my ass hair?
Not your ass hair, but I mean theirs.
Yeah, yeah. Have you tried self-loathing? I usually fills up my time. But yeah, it's like I don't go out, and I've never gone out for anything but comedy.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I think that people have this misconception that comics are people.
Right, because it's like, what is there to do in Austin? Well, you can start doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah, that's all I know. I don't
go to an open mic and bomb.
It's like the only thing that brings me any dopamine anymore is comedy. I mean, you're cool. But you know what I mean? It's like that's the only thing.
Wait, I'm not comedy?
Go out to do. The only thing I would spend.
I'm not comedy related at all.
You are part of it. That's why I like you. But that's the only thing I would spend gas money on. The only thing I would spend money on. That's the other thing. Doing anything costs fucking money. Unless you want to go to the museum on a free day or some shit. Do they have a museum here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. So unless you want to do that, or go to a fucking park like we are right now, there's nothing you can do for free, like as an activity.
Yeah.
As far as like going out, you asking me what there is to do in Austin for fun, it all costs money, and I'm not fucking spending it.
Well, even if you don't spend money, you're spending time, which is money.
Yeah. And it's like I would rather I'm just at home or I'm doing comedy. That's it. I don't.
Or working.
Yeah. I don't know. And it's like, yeah, I feel super lame. I feel like it sucks whenever people try to talk to me. Like, they're like, "What are your hobbies?" And it's like comedy. And they're like, "What else?" I'm like, "Got this hair." Like.
But for comics, we're addicted to it. Yeah. And it's like asking a crackhead.
What do you do?
What are your hobbies? It's like, well, I do crack, and I try to get more crack, Yeah. I mean, that's what we're with comics. Yeah. Like, I do comedy.
I work so I can support my crack addiction.
Yeah, honestly.
I work to pay for crack.
It's all centered around the crack.
Yeah.
Which is we're addicted. I mean, and it might be more destructive to be addicted to comedy.
Yeah, well, okay, so it actually came up in my memories on Instagram, that clip of Steve Cantwell talking about comedy.
Yeah.
And what it does. He's like, you don't know any fucking ballerinas living in their car.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just people walk away from families, from kids, people move to the fucking away from their wife.
But part of what can make it more destructive than crack is that your family won't support your crack habit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But your friends and family be like, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Year 8. I know you just do mics, but keep doing it.
Yeah, it's insane. People, and that's the thing, like, there was that one, I posted that joke on Reddit about, it was the one about people bombing with the ash on their forehead, and it's like, I hope you give up comedy for Lent, and somebody's like, this is mean, I support any comic who does comedy, it takes so much to go up there, and I'll be the only one, I'll clap, I will fucking, no.
No, you won't.
You should not support everyone doing comedy.
And they don't do that. They're just virtue signaling.
Yeah, they're fronting. Yeah, exactly. They're virtue signaling. They're trying to act like they're fucking holier than me because you like to watch shitty comedy. You don't. You don't even do that. I know you don't do that because why would anybody do that? Why don't you just cut yourself? Because that would be the same sensation as going to most open mics. Yeah. I've been at open mics watching someone like, God damn, I wish I was cutting right now.
Really?
Like, it would be more of a good time. But yeah, it's like it's bullshit.
Did you ever burn or anything?
Yeah, I rubbed my skin off with an eraser one time.
Oh wow!
Not all of it. Just yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I am crazy.
I don't mean it like that. I just mean that's intense.
Yeah, it was I got. Oh yeah, my parents accused me of lying about something when I wasn't. So I was trying to audition for a talent show at my school, and I was at a rehearsal for it. And I went to that, and then afterwards, I asked them if I could go hang out with my friend.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Can I please go hang out with my friend? You know, her dad's coming. He's gonna pick us up, and I'd like to go to her house." And they said, "No, we already let you go to your talent show rehearsal." Like I was lying about that. Like I just brought my guitar to school for fun, just to lie. And they accused me of lying, and so I was like, "Well, fuck you, I'm going." So I went to her house, and then we literally just like hung out. She painted her nails. We played with her cat, like regular middle schooler stuff. And then he like demanded to know. My parents were like, "Where are you? We're gonna call the police. This and that." And then I told them where I was. They picked me up. They were super racist against her stepdad. They were like, "The house reeked of patchouli. I bet you guys are smoking weed. I bet you guys are lesbians. All this shit." That none of it, which I did. I hadn't even smoked weed at that age, and we weren't gay. I wish, but no. Like just all this bullshit, and I was just very upset from that. They took my guitar. They grounded me from playing guitar. And yeah, so I fucking burnt my arm with an eraser.
Oh, well, I wish we could erase this memory.
Yeah.
From your head.
Jeez. I don't know. It's just I think it's because my parents were such bad kids themselves. Anytime I did anything that was like mildly like out of the way, they would assume the worst. They would assume that I was fucking and sucking and smoking and fucking doing all this shit that I wasn't even doing.
You were petting, painting.
Yeah, and
hanging,
vibing. But yeah, and then so whenever I got older, I was like, why don't I just do the shit they're accusing me of? I'm already getting punished for it. I'm already getting told I'm doing it. Why don't I smoke weed? Why don't I fucking suck?
That's what I'm asking.
So I did.
Well,
and
we have weed.
Been better for it.
Let's go.
You're like, we have weed. Would you please fucking suck me? But yeah, it's really yeah, they needed therapy.
Yeah.
More than anything because they had so much shit.
Well, one of these days, I'm sure they'll get the help they need.
yeah, a bullet. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. They'll. I'm sure that the nursing home has like some kind of program.
Yeah. and then you can tell them they're lying. Wait till the Alzheimer's takes them back to the age you were at when they abused you, and then do exactly the stuff they did.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like that is one of the most frustrating things though, is when you didn't do something and you're being punished for it.
Yeah.
Like as a kid. And it's like, and you can't do anything about it. There's no trial. There's no jury.
Well, but we're gonna eat Mexican food about it, okay?
Yeah. That's why I'm fat.
No, but we didn't eat dinner or lunch.
We had 3 donuts apiece. But they really do. Sugar goes away quick.
Yeah.
When you eat it, it's like you could eat a tub of ice cream, and an hour later you're like, I want a sandwich.
Ooh, ice cream sandwich.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry for ranting about that, but that sucked.
It's okay.
But at least there's no homeless in this neighborhood. There's really no homeless in Manor.
Just us.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Yeah. So Austin, if you're homeless, come to Manor. There's spots for you. I saw the Walgreens has got nobody outside. Actually, there's not even a Walgreens here.
Like the 7-Eleven was packed, but it was all with customers.
It's crazy.
Yeah, shit was wild.
Yeah.
There was nobody outside. Fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, when I was in Austin, man, you see some of these white homeless in Austin. Yeah. They're seasoned. You know what I mean? They look like they have so much flavor. Like if you were a zombie and you ate them, you'd be like, oh my god, you can taste all the stuff that this person's been through. No, I mean not just shit. Like the tan, it's so. Yeah. And then the hair, it's like all this stuff happening, and the clothes, they look like a character from a video game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these like homeless white people look like they're straight out of Mad Max.
Yeah. But yeah. So I think tonight we'll do the mic.
Yeah. And we got that show. I think we've talked about the show in the last podcast we did, but they weren't good enough to put out. So.
Oh yeah.
So we need to.
Okay, so we have a show coming April 26th to Roscoe's Comedy Club
in
Austin. So please come to that show.
It's called The Couch.
The Couch, and
it's us sitting for 2 hours. No.
It's comedians, me and Shelby, and then we'll have people come up and do their set, and then we'll talk to them about their set, about their life, and do like some type of pseudo psychoanalysis on them.
Which it comes around full circle that we were talking about therapy. We're like, I can't afford therapy. I'm gonna do it on stage.
Yeah. So come see that, and check out our website, can'tstopshouldstop.com. Subscribe.
Thank you for subscribing. Like, if you do, thank you.
Thank you so much for listening. We love you. Bye-bye.